pals. Welcome back to the operating room. I am your head surgeon on this particular day, Dr. John Wolfenstein, at your service. Sadly, I don't have hand tracking or a hat, so all of that was fucking pointless. But I do it every time.
I sent you a program for hand tracking.
I know, I just haven't finished fiddling with it. But, welcome. Sorry for the small delays, just, looking to wrangle up some more players, and we do have 4 out of our merry band. Only missing 3 today. Which, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Table of 7 is kind of crowded anyway, so 4 works just fine. As you can see, we have some amazing people, and of course we have an amazing returning player. It is always nice to have Teardor around. But first things first, we're going to do a little bit of shilling. My Patreon, where you, my lovely patients-to-be, can access information and stuff that I create for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. At various tier levels that you can see on the screen, starting with the $3 a month tier, you get access to spells, items, monsters, new playable races, or as I prefer to call them, species, new class customizations, and of course the DM tier, where I share very openly my amazing abilities just for you, and do commission-based work. Also, there is a fun collaboration coming with Whitehill and myself, along with some helpful modes of thought and trains of thought from our lovely Callie Cat and our amazing Exile. We are bringing... Whitehill and I are going to be creating and bringing to you actual World of Warcraft classes. We are designing the classes from the ground up, using current existing D&D 5e classes as a baseline, and we are designing a World of Warcraft ready character sheet for you. So if you ever wanted to play a Death, for instance, we're starting with the Death Knight, so if you ever wanted to play a real and factual Death Knight from the WoWverse, we are working to make that happen. We will be unveiling it little by little, and it will be available for any tier who follows me on my professional DM services. So even if you're just the $3 a month tier, you will get access to this WoW material. Get it? Double joke. Also this month, in light of the fact that I unveiled 2 species, or rather 2 monster menageries, for our lovely monster fans last month, and I did not do a subclass. This month I am doing 2 subclasses and no monster. Sorry for those of you who are following for the monsters, but you did get to it once, so now I have to make amends to the poor people who unfortunately got the short end of the stick here, which again, I do apologize. Callie has created a lovely paladin subclass called the Green, Oath of the Green, and
Oath of the Green Paladin. I felt that the ancient paladin was not naturey enough. Love and beauty. Screw all that. It's about survival of the fittest and, plant gods.
So those of you who want to be a paladin of Swamp Thing or Poison Ivy, the Oath of the Green is right for you.
And
shut up with your references.
It would also be a great one for like somebody who actually like lost themselves to the woods, like a hermit knight or a green knight. Like the ancient paladin's like supposed to be that, but then it's like, oh, life and love and adventure, and it's like, no.
No. Wild, uncontrolled nature.
Not even uncontrolled. Just
wild.
Well, just fuck you. Jokes aside. Well, here, why don't we, for the fun of this, do the oaths?
Sure, go ahead on.
Yeah, since you can chill this a little bit, so let me pull that up. I do have to find my RPG systems. Oath of the Green.
I was gonna say it's not on Priscilla's character sheet yet.
It probably is, but I have a. So your tenets are: survival is paramount. Existing in and of itself is the goal for a paladin's protected species, no matter the cost. Thrive. One must always grow endlessly and spread their influence. Accept. One must always know their limitations. You cannot change your nature and should embrace it fully. And controlled dominance. Your species must be first in all you do, but look for symbiotic ways to exist with others if it strengthens your kind.
There you go, folks. The tenets of the Oath of the Green. It shall be made available this month. It will be made available at the time that the monsters are normally made available, so it's like the 3rd week of this month. Also, I did just finish the WoW spells with the WoW arcane spells. WoW being, of course, World of Warcraft, for those of you who do not know. And those of you who do not know, I don't know how you found your way here, but welcome. But I did finish off the arcane spells for the WoWverse. I am going to probably be redoing some of these, or maybe adding some just for the flavor of the WoWverse project that Whitehill and I are working on. Also, please do not worry, I will still be updating everything as normal. The next species is also one that the ever-lovely Cali Cat has designed, and you will get a taste of it soon enough for those of you who wanted to play big trolls and ogres and oni. We have created something for you.
Yeah, that one is pretty fun. Use sparingly. That's my advice.
But as in all things, I want to thank you all so very much for supporting me, for those of you who do, and I wish you all a very merry holiday season as we are coming up on it. I will be streaming as much as possible. I will also be streaming more now that I did have a game fold. I am sorry to say, but times being what they are and slots being slots, you have to bow to the eternal whims of the IRLs. So, unfortunately, a game did collapse. But with its collapse is the rise of more stream time, which I am going to continue my stream of Baldur's Gate 3. And I know, I'm super excited.
Ooh.
It's going to be awesome. So those of you who love Baldur's Gate 3 and want to see more of it, I am going to stream it. I am playing a ranger in that one because I played a wood elf ranger for 20-something years. I might as well keep playing it. Oh god, I keep forgetting it's how long that's been. 20+ years I've been playing a wood elf ranger. Also, by the way, my personal rework of the Ranger will be made available this month, as I will be doing that as a special live streaming event for you, my favorite of patients. So if you are a member of my patients, you will be able to see this exclusive live stream to my Patreon. So, by all means, click and support if you feel the need or desire or want. And in the meantime, let us get back to it. So, when last we left off, our brave heroes...
Yeah.
Sorry. I always feel like I gotta say it that way because it's just so much fun.
It just depends on what kind of game we're playing.
Hey, I'm brave.
I mean, it's okay.
I did read one account of a guy who began all of his Call of Cthulhu sessions like 1920s, 1930s newscaster.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fun. So, anytime he did the recap, it was always done in that style.
Hey, I am fiddling around with voice mod again, so you might start hearing voice mods come out of me.
Oh no.
we'll see if I can get them working as I want them to. You'll also start seeing it in more streams for those of you watching. But our heroes had gone to the great... here, I will let the soundboard do it so much better than me.
All fear the ancient necromancer, Marv.
Yeah, that's been a popular saying.
Thank you so very much, Matt.
I aim to please.
Beautiful.
I love how we literally set that as White Hill's tone every time he enters the chat. But anyway. So, having entered Marv's old workspace, as well as where he concocted and created the others, a brand of gnolls that are undead and reeking with rot and putrefaction. A being of gnolls so vile that their very presence causes the very ability to defend yourself to rot away, with the minor exception of Priscilla's enchanted armor. Though why it works so well, she can't tell you. She just knows that it does. But with all that being... and of course... Sorry, I am having to be my own mod today. And I do not tolerate advertisements like that in the chat. But, so, having gone here and dispatched a first batch of the others that Marv created, they are looking for the Earthen Rhino. The Earthen Rhino being one of 4 elemental deities, or entities, I think would be the better word, that safeguard the Pride Lands. The Ashen Phoenix already being taken care of and being allowed to be freed from its, unfortunately, forced eternal cycle. And with the Earthen Rhino's captivity, the land cannot recover. And so our heroes are here to help the land recover and to free the Earthen Rhino. Though some are here for more noble reasons than others. However, having dispatched the first guards and having made their way through the tunnels, they eventually reached Marv's old workshop and found a very interesting set of circumstances. The first of which being a very weird-looking limb from a tree of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And we have elected to destroy as soon as physically possible.
I mean, absent of all the people that wanted to use it.
That we have agreed to destroy as soon as physically possible.
Wow.
Well, that's kind of what happens when they're not here. But, for now, seeing as how none of you know what it will truly take to destroy the thing, it is being, kept away from pretty much everybody.
I think one of Marv's skeletons was given it.
Correct.
Yep.
If I remember.
One of Marv's skeletons is holding it.
No.
And so, le shrug. What does it do? I don't know. You don't know. She don't know. But we all know nothing. And
I know
we identified it, so we know some things.
Yeah, I think Marv was explaining it as he identified it, but
We were both identified.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's saying to me.
Oh yeah, Oliver is still a bear. Give me a second.
Correct.
I need to make that adjustment on the map.
Oh, are we on a different map? I see
Not
the
yet.
entrance to the cave. Oh, okay.
You will be soon.
Okay.
It'll be a very tight squeeze for the bear soon.
You will be.
You poor creature. You're just barely hanging on.
Oh, fuck it. I guess since Mason is not here, you have elected yourself to be the new bearer of bad jokes.
Yikes.
I will endure.
Oh my god, I just realized what I said!
You just realized.
Oh, you
that
didn't even
went-
mean to do that?
Nope!
That makes it even worse.
You.
I
The
straight...
worst part is how long it took him to realize.
That was a long time.
That was a solid like 4 or 5 seconds.
You know what? I don't need this crap. Rocks fall, you all die, new campaign.
Hey, I'm still in wild shape.
Next time,
I'm not dead yet.
Future Tales of Godari.
I love that. Hey, I'm still wild shaped, you can't kill me.
Yeah, not yet. You have to tell me how much damage, dude.
4 billion.
And yet you'd still survive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overkill doesn't go through wild shape, right?
No, not as far as I'm aware.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
It definitely does.
Oh,
It absolutely does.
That's how Keyleth died on
Yes,
Critical Role.
exactly.
She
That's
jumped
why
off
you
a
don't
cliff
jump
as a
off a
goldfish.
cliff as a goldfish. Yeah, that's why you don't
God.
do that.
That's why you jump off a cliff as a fucking bird.
yeah, that's such an
Mm-mm.
odd choice.
No, you jump off a cliff as a whale. That's what you do.
Here's the thing: is she had access to both of those shapes. She also had access to elementals. So I don't know why she picked goldfish.
She was just messing around. She was just like, haha, funny.
Yep. And then I died, and it's like,
Mhm.
hey, wait, now has every character died? The answer is yes. Every character died because Keyleth decided to yeet herself off a mountain. Why? I don't know. Because she thought that they were gods now. You know, we're gods now. Yeet.
We're basically
yeah.
gods.
You
lesson
are,
in
but you just
hubris.
have to pick the right.
Level 6. I'm gonna be pretty close to demigodhood.
Do you need a lesson in hubris?
No.
I don't know who
I
Hugh
don't know
is,
the
but I
meaning
do
of
know
the
what
word.
I do know what a bris is, and I don't want it.
Ah, there we go.
Fuck are
Finally.
you- What?
A bris is a Jewish celebration where they chop the thing off. That's what it is.
I thought it
This
was
conversation has devolved severely.
I mean, you know. But anyway. So, you guys are moving further down the tunnel, and allow me to put you on the new map.
Oh, so tight. I
Yeah.
don't know if I fit.
I mean, you can squeeze in, but yeah, you're not fighting like this.
Okay. I mean, the bear shape is pretty low health, so maybe I should just transform back.
I mean, you can if you would like to.
Hmm.
Also, your bear shape has an AC of 2 right now.
That is correct. Question. I don't know if... I guess I'm just going to have to find out. You probably won't tell me, but will this keep when I change shape?
Who knows?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna transform back into Oliver shape.
As you
There's
do,
a-
all the
there's
gross...
a thread.
As you do, all the gross, slimy stuff that was sticking onto you just falls around you and is not on you anymore. And as it hits the ground, it slowly begins to bubble and churn and then evaporate.
That's good to know. Oliver flaps her wings quietly a little bit and hops over the stuff.
Thank you for carrying me, Prophet, into battle and to meet this. And it points over to the branch.
I don't know if you should thank me for finding that. It might be singing to you, but songs aren't always made with good intentions.
Intentions don't matter. Only results.
Intentions matter if they're trying to kill you.
She looks. And then just gives a nod, but doesn't seem swayed. Some kind of information has definitely got to her. As she just gets out her greatsword, attaching the lantern to her.
One thing that you all immediately see is immediately to your east. Because the top of the map is always north. So to the east of you, you can see that there is a door that was kicked down, busted off its hinges. And there inside Priscilla, you can see that there is a skeleton. You can also see that there are some crates, one of which appears to have been broken into, the other two appear to be more or less intact.
So we're past the laboratory now?
Yes.
Was it the big doors that were
No. No.
Okay.
You have yet to run into those. You have yet to run into those doors.
Okay.
Priscilla will take a step forward and another to examine the skeleton. And as she does, she just looks over the remains, looks back at the skeletons that Marv has, tilting her plant-like head.
Was not one of mine.
Taking a look in the little box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
In the box that is broken open, you can see that there is signs of dried blood. The coppery tang is very familiar, especially to you, Priscilla. Go ahead and roll medicine or nature check. I'll allow you either choice here.
For her, it's definitely nature.
You realize that the skeleton that's in the room wasn't a skeleton when it arrived, and it was in that box.
Transporting corpses. Why not let them rest? She says, looking over to, again, thinking that this is Marv's, because it's his laboratory.
Marv actually shakes his head. This land, there is something that make undead move towards a common goal or post. I know little of it, other than it causes even my creations to fight. Getting dead bodies back here as corpses is far more guaranteed to bring me new subjects than it is if I were to animate them somewhere and send them here. I am afraid my magic is still not up to whatever is pulling the undead in this land.
There's a look of... How should I put this? There's a look of disgust. If a plant can, give that impression. Her petals almost seem to pull back away from Marv as she continues her search. Kind of.
I just realized that fact.
I have to describe things in the armor very much so.
Don't worry, eventually your party will be able to read your armor to understand you.
Gotta be a necessity.
It's like when the leaves slightly change hue, it's gonna rain. Except she's gonna start bitching at us.
She hasn't done so yet, even though you're all heretics.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a prophet.
Yes, you are. Of a god
just
she
gonna-
knows nothing about.
We're not being handed pamphlets. It's fine.
Though
Yeah,
some did
unless that-
participate in communion already.
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, if the pamphlet comes with like a sandwich recipe, you might get.
Sorry.
Tirador
Pasta
wants
salad.
a recipe? That's amazing.
A
Gotta be
sandwich
a good
recipe.
recipe though.
You
It-
must explain this sandwich to me.
Oh,
Oh, no.
gladly.
It sounds
Oh,
sounds like
gladly.
an
Come over
abomination
here.
cast amongst the faithless.
Mm.
She's gonna keep searching, but she's listening with interest to Tirador's explanation of sandwiches.
Nice. In the other two crates, you find various tools. There is also a very interesting logo stamped onto both of these crates. Burned on, actually, is better. The crest is the same in both cases. It is the picture of a great lion's head, and on either side of it are a pair of hold on, let me check my notes. I need to make a note. Rather, I need to read a note. We're in Wildlands. Oh, I have so many notes. I actually need to make actual things.
Yeah, little
of them.
section tabs.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's see. What are the most common words for a GM to say in this situation? Jagged maw.
No. Okay. Right. Okay. So, the face, rather, it's a lion's head with mouth open. You can see the fangs and everything. In the teeth is an anvil. On the left side of the lion's head is a blacksmith's hammer, and on the right side is a sword, pointing in the corner of either direction, pointing away from the lion's mane. And both boxes have these stamps on them.
She's going to look to Marv, because again, this is his lavatory.
It's his bathroom. This is where he
bathroom.
shits.
Yeah.
Yep.
I meant to say lavatory, but I am drinking, and it just kind of stumbled.
It did it again.
Yeah.
But he simply shrugs. They are tools, medical and torture devices, you could call them. But seeing as how corpses don't feel pain, I wouldn't know that you could call them torture devices anymore.
Again, more switching more from the blooms open up, bits of red drop down the armor as she looks through. She's got the body language of somebody who's fuming or angry as she goes through the box.
None of these tools appear to have been used. They all appear to be pristine, glistening. The craftsmanship is insane. He has scalpels and other fine working medical tools that are better than most people could even think possible. The level of smith work here is nothing short of masterful.
She just takes a look, but leaves it all be. What is further down?
That I do
What
not know.
lies in the roots?
There used to be cages for some of my more hazardous experiments. There also was a few shelters that the assistants could use and hold for themselves. I am afraid more than that I cannot say.
gripping the sword, she moves on. Meaning Tobias at the door, I think.
Tobias,
Yes.
you realize that the light that you guys saw coming down this tunnel is this little brazier here. You realize it is enchanted with flames of ever burning, meaning that if there are more braziers like this, they will still be lit in this tunnel.
Oh. Useful.
Unnatural fire. I don't like it.
Fire itself is natural enough. It is just unnaturally sustained.
There's a head tilt over Tobias' explanation.
Magic can be natural.
Actually,
Not
according
all
to...
of it is, though.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
She stares at it a little while longer, shrinking back. And you realize she's just mildly scared of the flames itself. And flames that stay burning, not making her happy.
I think I'm...
Actually, DM, I need to ask you something here, actually.
Okay.
Given her history, or should I say, her friend's history, would
Yes,
she be able
friends.
to recollect anything from flames? Given how they work, and I'll send you a little reminder.
Checking more notes, reading more things. Always need to do and read the things. You would remember that fact, yes. There's not a check needed for that.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering how much I remember, but she vaguely knows this. And you see her walk closer to it, looking to almost put it out, but knowing that it's best to leave well enough alone. Come, I hate this place.
I'm gonna try and take a look ahead.
Okay.
Oliver says it as she non-combat wild shapes into a little Tweety bird.
A little Tweety bird.
Yes.
Alrighty. So for those of you who do not remember, Oliver is a special kind of druid that I kind of invented up. He is a druid of the is a druid of the wilds. Druids of the wilds have access to a non-combat wild shape, meaning that they are able to use their wild shape feature without suffering any penalties or burning any wild shape, so long as the form that they turn into is non-combat.
Yes.
Still follows all the same other rules for the wild shape itself for the most part, but non-combat is just that. So, with that in mind, go ahead and roll stealth.
Yep.
For this particular one, I would say keep your stealth stat here, because it's better than whatever I could come up with at this point. So you are able to go ahead and move ahead.
Okay. I'll move out here, kind of peer around this corner.
Okay. There we go. So you can see more light coming from down here. You can also hear the sounds of bones cracking and crunching as you're listening. Down here you can see that there are other sources of light to the north and to the south. You don't hear much of anything, but the air smells a lot more foul down this direction.
Okay. Did you say that I see light down in the south?
You see light from all directions. All 3 tunnels that you can see light.
Okay.
It is the same color light as the ever-burning brazier behind you, which is a softer bluish light.
Okay. I think I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna kind of like look back at the group and then look down south.
Okay.
And then do like a little bazzy fly, and then I'm gonna go over here.
Alrighty. So as you go here,
Yep.
In the darkness, you can make out the vague shape. Actually, not even vague because it's illuminated by the light of another ever-burning brazier. But you can
Okay.
make out the shape of a other. It hasn't noticed you yet, and it actually seems to be non-animate. However, something that's interesting is the others that were in the cave above had glowing green-yellow eyes. This creature's eyes are all blue. And it is blue, and this creature is resting with its head against the iron bars of its cell, and you realize that the iron in the bars, or the bars themselves, have begun to erode, or no, corrode is the better word here. But they've begun to melt and rust away with the creature's sheer presence. You get the sense that goop that was slowing you down is also highly corrosive against metals.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit closer. You said it doesn't seem alert.
Correct. It just seems to be just there.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit closer.
Okay. You can see another 2 paths branching off.
Let me know if I need to stop. I'm just moving 1 square at a time.
No problem. So as you get there, you can see that there is another cage, and there is another blue-eyed other that's just staring at the bars.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be like conscious or paying attention. And again, the bars are starting to just give under the constant exposure to the miasma that these creatures give off naturally.
And does it look like they would easily just be able to get out?
No, it looks like the bars still have enough structural integrity to keep holding them, but it looks like that may not be the case much longer.
Okay. I'm just going to move a little bit further.
You see another path leading well off into the darkness here, and then another one leading off up here.
Okay.
So you can now make out the very edges of a door to the south of you. You can also make out 2 other sets of iron bars and cage bars.
Okay.
And again, none of these creatures seem to have noticed you.
Okay. I'm going to fly back over to the group.
All right. As you fly back over to the group and don your not so Tweety bird shaped bird shape.
It looks like to the south there may be some others. I'm not sure what their state is, but around the corner there's a group of 4 cages. Each of them have others, and the bars have corroded quite a bit from their aura. I don't know if we go that way, if they'll be able to break out when they see us. But certainly, if we start fighting one of them, I would assume the other group would get alerted to our presence.
They become aware.
No.
They're the ones in the locked cages, you said? Asks
Yes.
Marv. You do not need to worry about them. If you leave them be, they will not attack.
You've been gone a long time. Are you certain nothing has changed?
Their eyes are blue.
Yes.
The magic that animates them to the purpose that I was hired to animate them for makes their eyes that yellowish green color we saw above. The blue eyes are from something else. It's that thing that calls the undead. Where they go, I do not know. I have heard rumors and there is speculation, but what I do know is that any undead with blue eyes, so long as you do not engage them, will simply walk past you as if you do not exist.
So,
I was trying
But they're
to figure
trapped.
out. Well, yes, they are mindless. Their only prerogative is to move until they are attacked. Then it is to defend themselves.
Well, I saw a set of doors down one path that might be leading towards the rhino. We could try and sneak past them. I don't know if we really need to sneak, but
There are hostile others in here as well. Do be careful. They are not under my command, and have not been for some time.
what do we want to do?
Priscilla looks to Oliver. Looks at Tobias and Terador. I think the whole place needs to be destroyed.
I don't think we can fight them all. And I assume there's going to be a decent fight once we get to the rhino.
Of that you
It
can
might
be
be
sure.
better. It might be better
Which
to
is
preserve our strength.
Typically how these things end up going.
I will listen to caution. But you must lead the way, I am. She motions to the armor.
It might be best to extinguish our lights while we move through these tunnels.
Perhaps. Yes. And you see her reach up and put out her lantern.
Alrighty.
Little
Oliver's
drops
gonna
of red in the dark.
take Priscilla's hand and she'll start guiding. I can lead the way.
I will say that because there are these ever-burning braziers in places, most of the time the lack of a light source on you is not a problem.
Okay.
Oh, thank
So the-
goodness.
I think Priscilla actually just appreciates it from a
Oh, that's
from a roleplay standpoint.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that she well might, but I am just noting for mechanics' sake that there is light sources in here, so
Well, we're having to pass more
I
fires,
can
so
see it.
All right. Okay, so I'll lead the group to that side tunnel with the door that I found.
okay. So everyone, follow
I'll
the
follow
Oliver
the
token.
plants.
Follow the
Follow
plant.
the yellow brick road.
You guys should be able to move your
Follow the
tokens.
plane,
If for
the
some
plane, the
reason you
plane.
can't, let me know.
Boop boop. Boop boop.
Oh, the yellow
Oh.
brick road.
Oh gosh, what just happened? I got an off
There's
snap.
like a
an odd snap.
No, like a it crashed. That was weird.
oh no.
I'm back. Alright.
Are you there?
I'm here. I'm
Oh
here.
God! I cannot go further. No.
Oh God. can't see in this section, so.
That is correct. This
Can you-
particular
can you
section
see-
is dark.
Can you see right
Technically-
next to you?
I cannot. Technically,
Oh,
Oliver is leading me, though, so.
Yes.
Correct. So from here, I will move the 2 without dark vision.
Because I do not have dark vision either. Oh, it won't let me move anything now. There we go.
That's because you moved yourself into a wall.
Yep, I can't see.
Yeah, I know. I said,
Yep.
I will move you. Alright, you do see a door.
I cast Find Familiar and get a bat. I wish.
I wish.
I don't think he knows the Find Familiar spell is the only reason he's not doing that.
That is the exact only reason why I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Ah!
it might be a spell to pick up at a later date.
If Priscilla move herself again, you're right there. Don't move. Alright,
It's not moving.
so, Oliver, you have found a door. It is very
Yes.
simple construction, but you do see, blood smeared across the door itself. But, I mean, it's just closed. You don't see any lock or, padlock or anything.
Tobias, do you want to see if there's anything funky with this door? I'm a little bit
I
nervous
check for
that-
traps.
Certainly, go ahead and roll an investigation check, though it is at disadvantage because it is in the darkness.
Investigation disadvantage.
Correct.
I have a decent bonus to this, so we'll see. 13.
You don't feel any traps. As you're carefully moving your very soft little paws around, you don't hear your paws catch on anything that would cause you alarm. What you do smell, though, and what a lot of you are actually, Priscilla, kind of what you feel, there is just this overwhelming scent of blood.
Yep, I imagine she is definitely excited for that.
Can I try to look through a keyhole or anything? Is there a light on the other side?
You can tell by looking that there is light on the other side of the door, but it's very faint. This door is pretty flush with the stonework around it.
Okay.
I guess question on my end is blood's not tainted or anything, right?
The blood on this door? No.
Oddly. But not fresh, obviously.
No. Old.
It's lost its spirit.
Does it seem safe?
Only one way to tell.
I haven't found any traps, but
Alright, I'm gonna try and open it.
As you go to give it a tug, it does indeed open.
Doing it very slowly.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, a stealth of 19. You're able to open it, and as you do,
Oh,
notice what you see. They have not yet
What?
appeared to notice you.
what color are their eyes?
Greenish yellow.
Ah. Good.
They actually don't appear to be looking in your direction. You're catching one of their eyes from the sides. They're actually looking towards a gaping hole in this wall. And in that hole you can hear of someone
Okay.
doing something horrible.
Oh, I can't hear. I didn't hear what you were doing.
Aww, my fucking mic. You hear a lot of wet tearing and ripping sounds.
squelch,
Can-
trip, tear, squelch, trip, tear.
I imagine Priscilla can smell blood over.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, all of you can smell blood. A lot of it.
One of these creatures are whispering very quietly to Oliver. The creature is participating in communion. Should we interrupt as well? For their communion is unnatural.
Oliver's gonna assume that that's the rhino that they're doing that to, and I think Oliver's just gonna rush in there.
All right. Is Oliver casting a spell before he rushes in there, or is she just rushing in there?
That's a good question. Hold on, let me look at something here.
Because I will say, Oliver herself will get surprised, but rushing in there, no matter what, will ruin it for the rest of the party.
I mean, she kind of like looks back at everyone with a gaze of intention, and then looks forward to these things. Just
everybody can roll insight on that.
Staying silent.
Kierdor. Thank you. Unfortunately,
trying to find it.
Unfortunately, you all see Oliver look back at you, and you're not sure what she's trying to say. Maybe it's just too dark. Teodor, you're at the back of the group, so you're having a real hard time seeing the small owl.
I never saw the owl in the first place. All I see is the giant piece of armor with the brushes sticking out of it.
With the flowers sticking out of it.
If I were to turn on the light on Priscilla, would that be like an action?
Oh, what do you mean turn on the light on Priscilla?
Turn on her lamp.
This section is lit up. There is a burning brazier right there.
Oh, there is light. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm right, Priscilla, right? You can see in the room?
I can see.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Tobias, you can also see in the room, given your narrow scope.
I can see.
I can see sliver.
Okay. Yeah, that's more there's a wall in your way than there's no light source. So I just wanted to make sure the light sources are working. I did take the time to put them in.
Yeah, they're working.
I'm gonna cast spike growth behind us.
Behind you? Okay.
Behind us.
Click! It is concentration, so I will note that. And then spike growth behind you, 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Let's
so
see.
Just, I'd say like...
Where the tunnel meets?
Yeah. And like just out of range of Teodor.
Alrighty, so give me a second while I rectangle, and I will make this green, because why not? And I will just put it there.
Sweet.
Yep. Okay, so then there are verbal components to that. Oh, so it's actually a little bigger, but let's go ahead and adjust that there. There we go. Alright, cool. So that's all made up. Teodor, you hear and see rocks behind you just growing spikes and sprouting out of the ground and the walls a little bit as Oliver has turned and cast something. Casting the spell, though, has alerted the others as they now hear you.
And I'm also going to wild shape, which is a
bonus action. Alright, what are you wild shaping into?
Cape Bear. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm going to step into the room and then wild shape.
That you can do. Go ahead and drag a cave bear token onto the map, and for the rest of you, go ahead and roll me some initiative.
The prophet has summoned allies for us.
You guys know the walls, or there's a wall now?
There's also spikes now.
She is not the fastest of flowers.
Nice work, Teodor.
God, I really don't hope I'm first, actually, because I'm all the way in the back, and that's not going to help anyone.
You're fast.
You're also a throwing hunter, so I mean, you know.
I mean, I got targets in front of me. And one of them's tall enough to block my way.
Yeah,
You
more
can
or
move
less.
through me though. You're gonna
That's
go
true.
first before me, so.
Oliver.
Dude, I'm trying my hardest. You explain this to me every time, and I fail to remember how to.
So in the journal section,
Yep.
where you see the cave bear, if you click
Yep.
on its name and drag it onto the map.
I swear that's what I did. I swear that's. Gosh dang it.
I love you, David.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. Okay, is my AC back to normal
Yes.
for Cave Bear? Okay. So I think it's 13. Right.
Let me pull up a
Actually-
cave bear real quick.
Yeah, let me I have it too.
Cave bear, according to...
Oh, 12.
Yeah, it's a 12, according to D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Alrighty, don't forget to roll your initiative.
Yes.
Oh, and I better take my own fucking advice here.
About rolling initiative, or
Yes, about
Mhm.
rolling initiative.
Roll the monsters.
Such a fast bear.
Hey, fat boy! My mommy says I'm the fastest! Hey, boo boo! I'm the fastest bear in the woods! Gotta steal
Alright,
a
I
picnic
got
basket! And, hey Matt, why don't you roll me a d4?
Oh gosh.
Let's see how much fun we're gonna have.
A 4.
Oh, well. Psh,
how much fun is that?
not as much fun as I'd like. Alright, Professor, you're up first.
Okay. So, me and
Also, I love the random Wilhelm scream in this track.
Yeah.
how do I do shape drawing now?
So it's the measure tool, and then it'll have in the top left it says shape line. If you click on the drop down, it'll say line,
Okay.
square, circle, cone, beam.
Ah. Gosh, it measures from center point.
Yes, it does.
I want to do fairy fire and get those guys.
Okay. You will be getting the bear.
Oh, ignore that.
Can I do it in a way that is not getting the bear?
Let me double check. Let me see where your line of sight ends. So I think there is a way. Yes, there is.
Then yes, I will do that.
Aren't I such a nice DM?
Yes.
Alright, Fairy Fire you said? That's a deck save, right? That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
sure
there's a
none
bear.
of those.
Yeah, no, none of those succeed.
Yay. They all have advantage against them.
Yep. And purple dot. Purple dot. Purple dot. Yay! Purple dots.
Thank you, Light Bear.
It wasn't the bear.
No,
Light bearer.
Light bearer.
Oh.
Jesus.
I just heard light bear. And that'll be it for me.
Alright. Teardor!
Yes. I don't know. I can't do the voice today. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy, like, in the mood to do it. I'm sorry.
It's fine by me.
You can
Okay.
do whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna move a little forward.
Just a little forward.
And can I pass through
Yes.
flowers?
Yes.
Okay. And god dang it. I hate having only like one really I can't dual screen as effectively as I used to be able to. It's a weird system I have.
Mi dispiace.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do Hail of Thorns with my fucking javelin.
Nice! And I'm guessing you're gonna aim it for the one at the very back of the group, yeah?
Yeah. Second level.
Nice. Alright, so,
That's my bonus action, and now let me
Yep.
take my action to go throw my javelin.
Yes, sir. Uh, 15 will hit.
Yeah.
These creatures are not got a lot of save to them, so. God damn it, where's my stat blocks? Here we go. Alright.
I'll
So
leave you to that math.
on the first one, that's 7 direct damage. Now all 3 of them need to make dex saves. That's 1, 2, 3. Wow, they actually rolled pretty decently. So they did succeed, and they do take half. So 13 halved is going to say, I'm going to say 7. So
Yep.
these two are slightly injured. No, these two are actually pretty injured. This one outright is dusted.
Whoa.
All right, Theodore. I believe you have a second javelin throw.
Right, I'm not used to this.
Yep, you are level 5 now. So you can throw another javelin.
Okay. I'm gonna throw another javelin.
Throw another javelin.
I'm gonna hit the one closest.
Okay. 19 definitely hits. Alright, and that is a dead other. Alrighty.
And I'll leave it at that.
Cool beans. Alright, Mr. Cave Bear. You're
Here
up.
we go. We're doing the thing. We're gonna bite him, and then we're gonna claw him.
A 13 will hit, and 11 will not.
Dang it.
Or wait, no, you have advantage, so... Oh, yeah.
Still not.
Alright, well, 9 piercing damage will be enough.
Okay.
As he is brought down by the bite.
Ooh.
Though it tastes very bad. Icky.
And then I'm gonna, I guess, move up and look around the corner here.
And as you do... Give me a second here. For some reason, it's not working right.
Is my bear? Oh, I thought my bear
No,
might be
the
blocking
lighting
me.
effect is not working right.
Hmm.
Well, allow me to do some fancy editing then.
No worries.
'Cause that's really weird. But as you get to the edge,
Oh gosh.
there you go. You see that there is a mountain of skulls and bones in this pit. It's about a 15-foot drop down into this next section. You didn't register that you were going up when you were first coming down this tunnel, but apparently you were. Or maybe this tunnel is just lower. But you can see that there is a pile of skulls and bones, all piled up together, blood pooled around. There's an altar of some description here. There's skulls impaled on spikes throughout the room. And there is a massive cauldron of blood swirling. It's almost like those automatic stirring cups where it's got the magnet at the bottom and it's just constantly creating that vortex. And then sitting on top of the pile is this creature, which I will give a handout to everybody. Thank you. There we go.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And as it
Donkey.
doggy.
not the thing Tierna would say.
That's still really funny. But as you look down at it, it looks up at you, and it actually speaks. More blood.
Oh.
And it will now roll its initiative.
Now, if I had a copper for every time I've seen a vampire null, I'd had 2 coppers. Not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Are these 5-foot squares?
They are.
Okay. So
Just the drop from the ledge to the floor is 15 feet.
So I've used 5, 10, 15.
Right.
Well, I already attacked. Maybe I should wait.
You can do that if you would like.
No, because I bet Priscilla's gonna jump in. I'm gonna to be like 5, 20, but that would be more than my max. Can I jump to try and get next to him?
You certainly can. Roll me an athletics check.
Okay. I think, yeah, I will try and do that.
I
Strength.
was gonna say, can the bear fit in that little gap?
Oh, that's true. Can I?
Yes.
Okay. So athletics, I just roll strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bam. 15.
With a 15, yeah.
Okay.
I will say that between squeezing through that tight space and leaping, you will get there. However, you will be taking some fall damage.
Okay.
Roll 2d6.
Okay. 6 damage.
Alright, so you take 6 points of damage. It is bludgeoning, though I don't think you have anything that gives you resistances.
No. But thank you for checking.
I tried to be fair.
That's my turn.
Alright, Priscilla, you did hear the more blood comment.
I'm gonna call.
Chrissy? Hello?
She's moving.
Oh, she is. Oh, okay.
I can't see.
Yeah, the dynamic lighting is being weird. How much more movement do you still have?
Well, I could dash. I should be able to see into the room. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, for some reason it's creating a line like right there, and I have no idea why.
It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's have her dash.
Okay.
1. Jump, I guess.
Yep.
That.
Yep. Roll an athletics check, please.
Sure thing. Even if she ends up like falling prone, she'll be able to make it. Just
Yep.
record, but let's go ahead and have a.
So she did indeed fall prone, but
Yep.
she does have enough movement to stand back up and get there. However, you are going to take 3d6 fall damage.
3d6. Sure.
Yep, 1 for every 5 feet.
9. Ouch.
Okay. So
So 1 temp HP left from a former fight.
Yep.
And there we go.
Alright.
And as Priscilla gets into range, because I
was gonna say I think Priscilla has bonus actions.
well, I can start a smite because I haven't used any of my spell slots. I've used my free smites though.
Yes.
What? Yeah, we'll just set 1 smite into motion.
Okay.
Just a level 1.
Alrighty.
Actually, let's do a ensnaring strike.
Okay. Is that still concentration to hold it?
Yep, concentration 1 minute.
Alright, then
Yep.
I will put the yellow dot on you.
Yep.
Alright,
And there
anything
we
else?
go. So yeah, as she's charging, she falls kind of down that little cliff, seemingly in a fervor, and then casting as she's running the ensnaring smite.
Mhm.
So roots from herself are covering her, longing for the blood of this creature, and the only thing she's gonna shout at it is she's going to demand. It's like she's gonna demand that that it tells her who its god is. He's just pretty hyped. Can I roll a religion for that?
Sure.
Weirdly, yeah.
The Knolls don't have a god that you know of. They used to.
Yeah.
You don't know what happened to it. The lore is a little lost to all but Knolls. You just know that the Knolls had a god, and now they don't.
So yeah, she's actually going to. This little flower is screaming something about, what happened to your god, like in a sad voice as it's readying the blade.
Fair enough.
Yep, little bit of a religious fervor. There we go.
All right, that was turn 1. 3 more to go. Tobias, you're up.
Right.
That
Roll
was
20 is being
ominous.
very slow.
Oh, do I need to roll Constitution for concentration?
Oh, yes, because you did take damage, please.
Yep.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
Am I roboting?
No, you're good.
No, you're fine.
Okay, because my roll 20 is acting like my internet's going out, so...
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Might need to reset.
Yeah, let me try reloading roll 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm so fucking stupid. Whatever.
What just happened?
Nothing. I keep ignoring a feature of my creatures because I'm being stupid.
Oh, the reduced AC
No, not even
or
that.
the explode.
Yeah, it's the explode.
Yeah.
Yep, I ignored that for all 3 of those guys. I was like, motherfuck. Oh,
The
well.
infestable intestinal.
What?
It's how they explode.
All right.
We can roll it back. I can take damage.
No. No. I forgot it. It's my legitimate fault. I'm not going to do that.
I'm unhinged, man.
And
I'm actually the
can't
same way.
be a shit.
Well, you know how often I'll call stuff out on myself. It's like, oh no, I
Yeah.
need to make it concentrate.
Yeah. Oh no, my character should have died. That's right. My bad.
Yeah, my roll 20 is still being super slow.
Well, it's also
Gotcha.
there's also like an invisible wall there that's not actually there. So if you're not seeing anything, that's by design. Well, okay, it's not
No,
by
I
design.
mean,
It's by fuck up of roll 20.
It's just being super laggy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Maybe turn off your VTuber model for now. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could have Brent move Tobias for you. Although it'll be hard.
Brent, move me closer so that I might shoot it with a firebolt.
Well, I have moved you into this position so you can shoot it with a firebolt.
Right. As soon as I am able to click the button on my sheet, it does seem to have sped up a little bit.
Yeah, I figured that was it.
You can do it, Tobias. Burn his freaking head off.
Kill his mother. Kill his mother.
I don't even know
Your
who his
mum's
mom
got
is.
a mother. Her mother's. Don't get cocky.
15.
15 will not hit.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
bonus
not
action help Oliver.
Alrighty.
Bear hit harder.
Bear shall hit.
You have the capability of knocking a human's head off of his shoulders. What's a human? Don't worry about it right now.
Imagine that, but bald and without as many pointy bits.
Yeah, kinda. Alright. It is the Knoll Vampire's turn.
Oh, good.
I would like all three of you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. It is against the frightened condition.
Do I have a brave thing? I don't think I do, because I'm just a little wabbit.
So, hold on, let me check something.
Wise spared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I am terrified. Oh god, I just imagined it bald. That's even worse. No!
Oh,
Alright,
God.
So wisdom, right?
Jeez.
Oh, that's a nat one.
Priscilla is very afraid.
Wait, how is your wisdom so crazy? What the heck?
So, Brent had me made at level 6, and I'm a paladin.
I thought
So
paladins
that's
were
the charisma bonus.
Oh.
Yeah, the aura, which you technically
Oh.
have. I think you technically have that as well, because it's 10 feet. I think, or is that next level?
What level are
I
you?
think you get it next level. You're
Yeah,
level
you
5.
said I'm level 6 when we started the game, so.
No,
I have
you're
aura
level.
protection.
No, I think you're level 5.
No, I mean,
I'm level 5.
so Brent, when you had me made the character, you made me at level 6.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we talked about about this.
I do remember us
Yeah,
bringing it up. Yeah.
yeah, but either way, that's a nat 1. But yeah, technically, that's a 10-foot.
Yep. Still not enough to help Exile, unfortunately, because he's a little
Yeah,
more
10
than 10 feet away.
However, and Bear was fine, and I'm very scared.
Yep.
Okay.
I also rolled quite low.
But with that was its frightful cackle. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Let's see. Priscilla, here. How do I want to rule this? You is a flower.
Mm-hmm.
You is walking perfume. Yeah.
I have abilities to deal with this too, because that's the flower
Oh,
characters.
I'm not. It's not. No,
Not a
it's
mechanical
something.
thing.
It's something with the knoll creature itself. And so you watch as the creature, the knoll, it sniffs the air and seems to be repulsed by you and the strong perfume that is a flower person. And it instead will turn its attacks on the bear, though it does only get one. Actually, yeah, no. It will actually instead use its attack to do another ability. Mr. Bear,
Yes.
please roll me a Constitution saving throw as this creature's eyes turn a sickly-looking green and it stares at you. Oh no, wait!
That's a 12.
It says humanoid. So that would be the professor.
Me.
Oh.
God damn it. Okay.
You're already feared. Oh,
I'm
no.
already scared. Alright, what am I saving?
Constitution.
Oh.
I'm
You-
better at that.
You feel this gaze fall over you, and it roils in the pit of your stomach for a moment, but then you shrug it off as you're like, no, I can't be sick now, I need to run later, cannot be sick. Your fear is used to repel the sickness.
Don't fall for its fault. Don't fall for its false communion.
Teardor, you're up.
Real blood
Oh,
comes
gee
from
golly,
water
I
and
hear
gas.
screams from around the corner, but I can't see a thing. I wonder what's going on around there. Boo-doo, boo-doo,
Ah!
boo-doo, ba-da.
Ah!
I still can't see a darn thing.
What up?
Yes.
Religious
Nope.
noises.
Nope.
What up?
Ah! Ah! Okay, let me go javelin this thing in the face.
I love how we both made the horror joke.
Yeah.
Anyways, people should listen to "Oh the Horror" by Savant. No, it's Being Human. Anyways, javelin in the face, and that's not gonna hit. Well,
Not
never
with a
mind.
9, I'm afraid.
Well,
You can try again, though.
javelin to the face.
16, I'm afraid, will not hit.
Oh my god.
Well, sad days, sad days. I'm gonna go back around and head back outside the invisible wall I came.
Fair enough.
No, I'll be here, suffering with you.
Suffering with you. Mr. Bear
Look, I
Bear!
literally saw a skull thrown. I think that's enough suffering for me to witness.
Can I
Skulls for the skull
maneuver around over here? Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna bite swipe. Well,
You did
Oh.
have the help action. The help action is the
You
next
have
attack.
advantage on the first one.
Unfortunately, next, yeah.
Yeah, so
well,
yeah.
am I flanking though with Priscilla?
you are indeed.
I don't know if you've been using flanking for this campaign or not.
I don't remember off the top of
I
my
don't-
head.
Think so, but I just, yeah. Because it actually came up with Yuki. Yeah, I actually remembered that. No, it wasn't flanking.
Yeah, that's right.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
using.
the exact lines.
I'm
Okay.
not using flanking for this particular campaign, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, there was in the additional rules tab.
Yeah.
Flanking, if you're pinned on two sides by two enemies directly across from you, you're considered flanking, giving advantage on attacks. Oh, so you did add it. At some point.
Ah.
I don't know when you did, but... Yeah, it was weird, because, yeah, there wasn't flanking, but there was surrounding. It was odd. Well, there you go.
Was it
So-
related to ranged, maybe? I don't know.
I have no idea, but you're good. According to the additional rules in the tab.
Yep. Okay. So,
Well, I'm gonna leave it up to Brent if you
well,
want to
so if
make
it's
a
in the
calling.
additional rules, then yes, you do have it.
Okay.
So that would be a 23, which will hit.
Okay. So I bite air and then I rake my claw across his chest for 8 slashing damage.
Eight slashing. Perfect. Noted. Alrighty. Then it is Priscilla's turn.
Alright. So I get to have fun.
Oh, awesome. Wait. Oh yeah, frightened, you don't have to like take any specific action, do you?
Nope.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
You don't, when you're frightened, the status, you don't have to like take a particular action.
If I move, I have to move away
Away,
from the
yeah.
creature.
Yeah,
can't
you
move
cannot
forward.
willingly move towards the creature that is frightening you, and all attacks are at disadvantage while you can see the creature that is frightening you.
But yeah, that's the racial of the flower.
Yes,
Dragonborn.
the calming pollen. You can end the frightened or the charm condition on one target within 30 feet of you. Who?
That can include me, since it just says target.
Oh yeah, I
Exactly.
know. I'm just asking who you're aiming it
so
on.
I'm gonna pick myself. Obviously, I think I'm kind of
Okay.
the best choice.
Fair enough.
This time, yeah. If I get
I just-
better
Yeah,
turn,
fair.
I just wanted it for a, clarity purpose.
and I can only do this up to 3 times. So
Correct. 3 times per long
for
rest.
efficiency. So let me just write it in my resources.
Yep.
So it was either this or like the heroism spell, but I didn't take the heroism spell because I had this. So anyway, and then that would be great sword strikes with advantage.
Yes, it would.
So here's the first one. That's only a 13.
Will not hit, I'm afraid.
25.
25 will definitely hit.
All right, that means ensnaring strike as well.
Alrighty.
So, having had no answer to her religion question,
No.
she's going to assume that this is a false prophet, because everything's a false prophet when you're the real one.
Fair enough.
And I need to look up ensnaring strike because it doesn't show up on the list. So let me go to the spells. It doesn't like have a damage thing associated with it. Oh, it just makes a strength saving throw. It's not a large creature, so while restrained with a spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing at the start of each of its turns. Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
now. So it needs to make a strength saving
save.
throw. The DC is, because my casting is 5, that's 13, proficiency was 16.
Alright, strength save DC 16. It does fail.
So it is restrained,
Restrained it be.
and she deals just greatsword damage, so
Alright.
that's a high roll though.
15 slashing. Not bad at all. Yeah, nearly.
Angered
nearly max.
Yeah, nearly max. Angered that this creature didn't answer her about her faith, she's gonna move right here next to the blood, because it doesn't deserve to have good blood.
Nice. All right. So.
No, for flanking, that's not an optimal choice, but
Hey, your character
Well,
does.
it
Your
is-
character does.
It is restrained, so
yep.
you now have advantage on it anyway.
And that's the end of my turn. That's all my
Mr. Tobias, you're up.
It's at the end of my turn that I can make the save for fear.
Correct. At the end.
Alright, then at the start I'll just try to do a fire bolt at disadvantage.
27 will still hit,
27
though.
was the disadvantage.
Jeez.
14
Good hit.
fire damage.
All right. It does not like that at all.
And then once again for my bonus action I will help the bear.
Okay. You will help the bear. Noted.
Hit it now! It's busy being fucking terrifying!
Roll a wisdom save. No, DC is 15.
Gotcha.
However, as the
3 points
Oh, am I
piercing
close
at the
enough for
beginning
the-
of its turn.
No, I'm not.
So you are noticing that it is slowly healing the wounds that it has taken. You're also noticing that the wounds that you have inflicted by mundane means seem to be healing faster. Almost as if the creature is, able to knit them together far easier. However, it is still restrained. Can it make another save against the ensnare? Let me see.
Yeah, let me see if it's at the beginning or end of its turn. I think it has to take an action for
yes,
it.
it must take an action to succeed. On a success, the target is freed. It does not like being tied up, so it will spend its action to do that. It's a strength, and DC was what, 16 you said?
16, yeah.
Alrighty. It does not like being ensnared like this, so strength 16. That is an 11, so that was its action. That is all it can do. It has used its other two abilities. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So it's going to turn its gaze on Tyrdor. It can do this as a bonus action. And it is going to look at Tyrdor and try to make you sick. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. Your DC is 15.
I'm sorry, I had sandwiches. How could you do this to me?
Gonna make you give those sandwiches up.
Tyrdor, you have sandwiches, and the thought of eating sandwiches makes you sick.
No! No!
Oh,
Evil
God.
incarnate!
See, and I thought I was evil.
You are now under the poisoned condition for the next 24 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna turn this hyena into a sandwich. And I won't eat it. I will burn it.
Tyrdor, it is your turn. Attack rolls you make are at disadvantage. Because you are
Okay.
poisoned.
Okay. Wow, I really wish I had enraged, but I don't. So instead, I'm going to be doing a goring rush.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
Wait, I'm about 20 feet away, right? One sec.
You're 15 feet up, and yeah, you are.
I'm 15 feet up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I land on it?
I mean, yeah. I'll let you do this. Yeah, why not? It is 20.
I can go back and do a running start.
I mean, no.
I could cast Zephyr Strike.
No.
I mean, as long as you use your dash action.
You're good to go.
Okay. One sec.
Just gotta deal with the fall, that's it.
Yep.
That's fine. It's worth it. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
Brent, I also have to ask you as DM. I don't know how to calculate me falling on a hyena.
So,
while going horn first into it.
Well, okay.
So here's what we're doing.
We're gonna see if we even hit, or if I hit the skull throne.
So okay. First things first, make a attack with your horns.
Okay.
Do you have advantage on this?
And he has disadvantage because he's poisoned.
So it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, so the 18 is the target. So 18 will hit. Roll damage for your horns. Okay.
11.
Except your horns are not a thrown weapon, so they don't get that +2.
Oh yeah, okay. Just 9. That's fine.
So,
That's what the body weight's for. And the
Right.
gravity. And my bones.
so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to roll. You and I are going to roll opposed athletics checks here. I am going to roll in front of the screen just so everybody's on the up and up. And everybody can see it. Because I feel like this is an appropriate time to roll in front of the screen. So, if you roll higher, you will be doing 3d6 for the height of the fall, plus an additional 2d6 of fall damage to the, or rather crushing damage, to the knoll for your sheer weight. If it rolls higher than you, it will only be taking the 3d6 for you falling on it.
That's fine to me.
Alright. Here's its strength roll. That's a 7. I will allow that. So go ahead and roll me 5d6, Tyrador.
Yay!
Alright, so that's 19. Now here's the catch. You are taking those first 3 dice as fall damage, no matter what you do.
That's fine. This is worthwhile. I haven't got hit once.
Alright, so that's 12 points of damage to you. That's 19 to it, and you technically cannot end your turn in its space, so you end your turn there, creating flanking again, but this creature just took a lot of damage.
It just had a bull dropped on it. I imagine it would.
I was gonna say
That was worth it. There'd be so many debuffs on both of us if this is Pathfinder.
I am going to
Yes.
roll a strength check here to see if it gets knocked prone. The DC is going to be your athletics check that you just rolled.
As someone who has had a horse just lay on them?
I feel like we're both
Yeah.
prone.
So it did succeed in its check. It matched your athletics check of 15. It just matched it. So it's
Okay.
not prone. You're not prone. And you're there now. Fucking flying cow suplex over here.
It was the most painful headbutt in history.
Oh my god! I just realized you're an orc in a plane. Flying headbutt.
Pretty much.
Oh shit! All right, so that you used a dash action, so that was your main action. You used your bonus action to attack. It is no longer your turn. It is now the cave bear. Oh Jesus effing Christ! I love it. That was
Oliver
fun.
lets out a growl that you can only interpret as admiration.
Glorious success.
And then I'm gonna do the thing that I do. I'm gonna try and bite it, and I'm gonna try and claw it.
That's 20
Advantage on the bite.
20s on the first one.
Nice.
So help action from the first one, and then flanking advantage for the second one, I think.
Also
Restrained.
restrained.
Oh, and restrain.
So yeah, you're hitting it with both attacks, no matter what you do.
All right.
Also, no matter what it does. So that's going to be
And that
that
rolled-
for the
I
first
think
one.
rolled the crit automatically.
Yes, it did, and that's going to be that for the second one.
So 20 damage.
Nice.
10 piercing, 10 slashing.
Yep. Alrighty.
We're just assaulting this thing from every side. That's my turn.
Yep. Priscilla, you're up.
I would like to use my bonus action to
Favored nutrient. As a bonus action, you can if you consume this food source, you gain temporary hit points equal to 3 times your proficiency, number of times up to proficiency. Alrighty, so I believe blood is your favorite food source.
exactly.
Alright, so you are now resistant to necrotic damage.
Well, you get that one for free. You kind of get that one for free, but the other, because it's to make sure that plants that have a favored one don't lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it makes sense, right? You know,
Right.
if you feed off acid, you don't get poisoned by it. Yeah, you get the idea, or get injured by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9 temporary HP,
Alrighty.
and then I would like to make 2 greatsword strikes.
That you certainly can do.
So, inside the armor, all the plants have reached into this cauldron.
Yep.
Just started slurping it up as she... I'm gonna smite here, too. It just makes sense. Oh, no, I can't.
I was gonna say, you're using 1D&D Paladin, so Smite's
You
now a
can't
spell.
now. Yep. That's the restriction. Oh, well, it's still fun. 24?
24 definitely hits.
11.
Alrighty.
17, I don't think that.
Will just hit.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
wailing
rolled.
on this thing.
Emboldened by this blood, she just starts cleaving into this thing, complaining about false prophets, meager amounts of blood, and you've tainted ritual sandwiches.
Theodore, apparently Priscilla, the plant person, likes sandwiches.
Well, you explained it to her. They're very special foods, therefore they're clearly a religious item.
They are to me. What's
Theodore,
religion? No.
oh my God,
What's
Theodore is
religion?
gonna
Sandwiches.
Theodore's gonna create 625 in this universe.
When all fades and all becomes nothing, there will still be sandwiches for you, friend.
Oh
Still
my
not knowing what a sandwich is.
Priscilla, go ahead, take an inspiration for that.
I'll take it.
When there's nothing left, there will still be sandwiches. That shit's great. Professor, you're up.
Well, I'm still afeared, but is it just a straight roll to firebolt it now since there's so much
Yes.
shit holding it?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is just a straight roll.
Okay,
20 will hit.
a 20.
Dude, I think you can just brute force your way through disadvantage, man.
Just 11 fire damage. I can't get closer to benefit from Paladin's aura, but
Correct. However, as you hit this thing with fire, this is my own tweak to these things. It begins to burn, and it is now on fire.
oh goody. Fuck you.
Fuck you. With that, go ahead and roll a Wisdom saving throw, please. DC is still 15.
No!
Unfortunate. Alright,
Oh, no.
so the gnoll is in a lot of pain right now and is very much freaking out. As it
So am
cannot escape
3
the pain.
damage from ensnare.
Yep.
As these plants are now soaking its blood and leading them towards Priscilla.
Yep. So, with that, it takes the damage, though you are watching as its wounds are still healing. However, Tobias, roll me a d6, if you please.
Alright. Dice. 1d6.
5!
Alright. Its wounds are not healing as much as they used to, but there is a lot of damage constantly on this thing. Still, it is healing. It is going to lunge, and it is going to attack Teardor. Its attacks are at disadvantage, so it will claw at you first, Teardor. That is a 14 to hit.
It's just a straight roll, though, because he's prone.
Teardor is not
hit.
prone.
Oh, no, he's not prone?
No.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought you were. My apologies.
No, he succeeded the jump.
My apologies.
No worries. And then it's going to try to bite you. At disadvantage, that is a 16.
Doesn't hit.
All right.
Hmm.
That is its turn, and this is turn 3. Everyone, Teardor, you're up.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. I gotta walk into the other room and turn off the heater. It's far too hot in the house now. 1 sec.
Too hot. Too sexy for my shirt. It's okay. None of you could tell if I took my shirt off anyway. Cause I'm
This
like
isn't
this.
your water aerobic class. Put it back on.
Right. God, I can't even go to that tomorrow because I have a stupid fucking work meeting.
The cats have the zoomies. They skittered up the stairs right away the moment I walked by them.
You're gonna have an orgy at work?
Yes. No. It is one orgy I would skip. Bunch of geriatric fucks.
Ha.
Okay, I'm back.
Only a couple of people are even attractive enough to think about like that, too. But I work with them, so it's weird.
And thus the masquerade orgy was born.
There you go.
A nice white
Then you
stud
get-
party.
You can't even. No, you
Is
just
that what
wear
that
masks. You can't tell who everybody
I mean,
is.
for a while
Be
there, we
anybody.
were running around in masks.
Alright, Teardor, you're up.
I am just checking the thing very quick.
No worries.
God damn it. It's already so fucking big. My god, I still have pelts?
You also have some very pretty thorns that are humming to you.
Yeah. Where could it be? It should be at the top. That or I'm blind.
I mean, you might be blind. I don't know how worse your eyes have gotten.
Well, no, one second. Fuck it, I'm bringing this closer screen. It's not good for this, but let's see. Do I not have? Okay, fine. Can I use a javelin as a melee weapon?
I mean, you could use your Thorn of Beasts as a melee weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. Javelin too, though.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
for the record.
I'll use the Thorn of Beasts.
That's a 23 to hit. You definitely hit. Yeah, it's a straight roll, so you definitely hit. And as you stab into this thing, it is going to deal the 2 thrown damage. That is part of its magic, is that it always applies your thrown damage, no matter how you use it.
I
And
completely forgot about this item.
and you notice it is magical.
Yes.
So the wounds do not seem to be healing as rapidly.
Oh, thank God. Okay then.
I gave you your one shtick there, Matt.
Yeah, why even have javelins anymore? I got this.
Well, it gives you the option if you need to be ranged or need to get in there.
Yep.
No, I can still throw this.
Yes, you can. And it
Oh.
will return to you.
Yeah, you should have been throwing that.
Yeah. To be truthful,
defend you
I
on that.
forgot it existed. I'm so very sorry. It's been a little bit.
I gave everyone magic items at the start of this campaign to let them do their thing, and he's been forgetting he has it, and I'm really frustrated.
Yeah, but he's
Wait,
been
what?
having such a good time. Like,
Wait. Was this from the
Yes.
beginning of the campaign? This can't be from the beginning of the campaign.
I don't think this one was.
So I gave
Where else?
it to
You
you.
gotta
I
count
just
this.
added it to your character sheet, so now you can see it. Because
Oh.
I sent it to you in Discord when we started, and told you
Oh
to
my
add
fucking
it.
Christ! You
And-
never. You didn't bug me about it.
Nope. I was like, oh, I guess he just doesn't want to use it. I mean, I literally.
I would have
was just
been
ignoring
using
it. But that's on me. So now I'm like,
I'm sorry.
okay, everybody has a magic item. Everybody needs to know that they have it. So now everybody has it.
Hint, hint. Look at the thorns. Throw the thorns.
Just
I thought it was
Mine
like
is
a
just a
magical
plus
item
one
that I didn't
all-purpose
realize I
tool.
got since like the last session or something, and I wasn't that. And I'm like, oh, sure, I can use this item.
Yep.
Click it. Don't even know what it does yet. What is this thing, anyways? Oh, it's a spear.
Yep.
Okay, sorry about
Anyway, you're all good. I love your brother. All right, Mr.
Look.
Cave Bear, you're up.
that. My brain's not functioning today.
alright. Bite and swipe. Boom, boom. Nothing.
Yep. Unfortunate.
I'm chewing at air. Alright. That's my turn.
It's kind of like when your dog comes up and like gums your hand. It just nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
All right.
Scylla, you're
I'm
up.
gonna spend my second level spell slot for smite.
Alrighty.
She is done with this. All this false stuff, all this hurting my friends. All this blood just going to waste because it's wasted on the unworthy. So, yeah. So, just to post the new Divine Smite spell. So,
This creature does count as undead.
alright. Damage increases by 1, so that's total of 4d8 when this hits. Alright, cool. I mean, I could still miss 2 attacks, so.
Yep.
Let me get this done. Core.
You will be
14
missing with a
misses.
14.
Here's the other one. Oh,
Natural 20. Very
Wow.
nice.
yeah, lots of. So that's technically 8d8 on the smite.
Let's see. Second level plus 1 more for the fact that it's a fiend or it's an undead. So yep. So go ahead
Yeah.
and roll
So
all the
here's
damage.
normal greatsword plus
Alrighty.
roll 8d8.
And this is all radiant damage.
My
Yeah.
God!
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck,
She was-
paladins?
With this. Yeah, I know paladins in general.
Oh my gosh!
Yep. When they smite the undead, they fucking smite the undead.
You have
So
the power of Jesus and enemy on your side.
so
I'm not
Callie,
even Jesus. I don't have doom.
how would you like to do this?
God, how would she do this? I imagine that she cleaves into this thing, you know, the plants tearing into it, as her blade sinks deep, there's a flash of light and petals as plants grow amongst the skulls. For one brief moment, life fighting its way through. And she cuts this creature down, the ensnaring strike tearing it apart in a rather horrific mess. And she calmly, tiredly almost, gets out her watering can and begins to fill it.
As this creature dies, a few things happen. Number one, there is a pulse in the room as something has disappeared. However, in response to that pulse of magic, you watch as the throne or the mountain of bones begins to shake and tremble, and I need Priscilla, Oliver, and Tyrdor to all roll Constitution saving throws if you'd be
Fucking
so kind.
shit.
You guys do have the aura.
That is correct.
I'm okay
You get
back
to add
here.
You get to add a +5 to this. Your DC is a 14.
Okay.
So
I'm
everybody
the
succeeds.
rear line person.
Yeah, I passed.
Yes, Tobias, you are up there. You are also no longer afeared.
Yay.
As the mountain begins to shake and tremble, you actually watch as the bones simply explode, sending bits of rotting, festering blood and bones everywhere until the mountain that was there is no longer existent. All of you are going to take half of this. Let me make sure I remember this particular spell, because it is important. Oh, right, it would be under my collection. Bitches. Alright, so... here we go. Stupid. Alright, so it is 6d6. All of you are taking half, so you all take 10 points of necrotic damage.
And then half again, because... yeah.
Yes, you're taking half again.
And I just said 6, so I rounded up.
So technically you round down, so it's 5 for you.
5? Okay,
Yep.
clicked it back up.
As the arcane symbols, the sigil for this spell breaks apart and fades away, there is another arcane sigil somewhere that seemed to have broken apart, and you can all hear the grinding of stone on metal as you all look to this direction. And let me make sure he is on the right layer. He should be visible. No, he is not. Okay, that is a lighting issue, because he is visible now. As you can see, the glowing, the softly glowing golden eyes of a massive rhino that is stuck behind a cage door that did not exist a moment ago. And it's just looking out at all of you.
Does it look feral?
No, it doesn't look feral. It's looking at you patiently, as if it's expecting something of you.
So the yellow is not the same yellow we saw on the others.
No, the yellow of those creatures seems to be like a sickly, lemony kind of yellow. This, or like sulfurous kind of yellow. This is gold, like molten gold. I believe Oliver and Tyrdor have this feat.
Feet?
Indeed.
I have 4.
Oh dear.
Du-dum-tsh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Speech of the Ancient Beasts. Am I correct?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Both of you can hear in your heads, "You are not friend to the wrong ones. Are you friends to the wilds?"
Close enough.
Replies Terror.
I'm going to transform back to my owl shape. Can I delete this? Oh, I can. And I'm gonna get out my the egg of the phoenix and walk forward and say, "We are friends of the wild gods."
She sleeps, does she?
For now.
Good. At least she can, and she is free. And he presses his horn against the cage doors. Release me.
Are you sick like she was?
No. I am not sick, but the lands I tended are.
Do I believe him?
Roll an insight check. Yeah, you believe him. The thing that kind of makes it more convincing is the fact that he seems, unlike the Ashen Phoenix, his chains don't seem to be like forcing him to do anything. It seems that they were trying to do something else.
Okay.
You're wondering if maybe the giant vat of blood had something to do with it.
Okay.
Prophet, do not forget my request. I need... Looks at that right now.
It's up to him.
Yet I do not... I am unable to converse as you are.
Ask him, and if he doesn't understand, I will help you.
I'm gonna go puke in the blood over here. I'm not having a good time.
After she scooped a whole bunch of it out.
I'm still poisoned. I'm not doing good.
The rhino looks at you
will.
as you approach, Priscilla.
Walking over, and she actually full on kneels. I'm gonna guess with her background, she'd probably be able to know the. Oh yeah, actually, it even says it. She would know the proper ritual of veneration for such a creature.
You do indeed, and the proper veneration is a little hard for you as you don't technically have lips, but you are able to press the mouth guard of your helm down against the earth. The phrase is, "Blessed be your steps." And as you complete this little ritual, the earthen rhino simply looks at you and nods.
And then she's going to motion to her bloody, dripping form, especially since she has just gorged herself, pulsating red, you know. And she points at the rhino, dropping on her own, on her, you know, like a little bit of blood, and letting it drip off her finger. And then she raises that finger up, demanding 1 drop of blood.
He looks at you for a moment, and then he seems to tap his horn against the door. Or against the cage bars in front of him. Seeming to convey that the cage must be open before anything can happen. Because you do realize he can't fit any part of him outside.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't
She's
think you can
just-
do much.
She's just kind of kind of stepping above her station a little bit. But she's so desperate. Yeah. She is more than willing to set him free. But there is a look of desperation here.
He stares at you, and he seems to be waiting, but he also seems to understand.
Yep. And then she goes to do it herself. Stops and then looks back at Oliver.
Oliver will come over and help her open it.
She does nothing. This is your role. This is one of your gods.
It can be our role.
She just shakes her head, and you see her slump, tired on her greatsword, on the ruined blade of it. And she just sits there, just letting you go through.
Oliver? Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I am sorry, Callie. I think I cut you off. My apologies.
Oh no, it's good. You could just see the red just dripping into the earth right there.
And as I'm looking over this this door, and I see that it seems to be magical in nature, I'm just gonna like back to the professor. Professor, we might need your help with this door here.
Yes, of course. Can I inspect it?
Yeah. You're able to climb down and make your way over.
As our bunny friend
Anything
passes
weird
by,
about it?
I do have something for Tobias.
By all means.
I apologize for all of our God bothering.
God.
And she sits there just tired. Yeah, again, there's her and Oliver being obsessed with the rhino. I forgot to check upon you.
It's fine. Quite alright.
Please. And she just motions to the door.
Yeah.
Oliver. Or, not Oliver.
Yes.
Tobias. Please roll me an Arcana check. You will have advantage.
Advantage Arcana 26.
So this door has a very special enchantment on it. It cannot be opened by a living humanoid creature. It can also not be opened by anyone who is blessed or of the wilds.
Well, fuck.
However,
I see.
Priscilla does not qualify as either.
Nope.
Sorry, I cut you off. Thanks, Al.
Can I call Marv to get one of his undead to open this?
Sure. Marv will happily have one of his undead open the door. And as it does open, the earthen rhino seems to flex. And as it does, you watch as it sinks into the very earth itself and then appears behind you all. And simply shakes its head to and fro. And then it turns to look at Priscilla and it stomps its hoof right in front of it.
Yep,
Yeah.
she takes her steps. Again, respectfully, she's not there to kill this thing.
It then lifts up its hoof at a impossible angle for a normal rhino. It's a full-on parallel to the earth kind of lift. You could form a 90-degree triangle with it. And it lifts it up for you, Priscilla, and you see that there is a very faintly glowing drop of golden ichor.
And she's going to take this single drop, and I'm going to have her partake in her nourishment. In her favorite nutrient.
As part of the drop of pure Wildlands magic, you are going to be resistant to necrotic damage, but also radiant damage for the next 48 hours.
There we go. Thank
Also,
you so much.
for that time, you will not need to partake of any other nutrients as you normally would, and you may understand the speech of any wild god or children thereof.
Then she's going to ask. She's gonna ask. So she understands this, that she has wild speech for the moment.
Yes.
I'm gonna just add radiant resist, radiant speech, and nutrient resistant. All right, cool, got it. She's gonna ask about I'm not sure. Well, I guess Oliver and Theodore would hit. She's going to ask about the consumer, the great consumption.
I want to hear you ask that in Priscilla's voice, if you'd please.
Lowering her head, tired, and on both of her knees, and just giving herself to this thing for a moment as she partakes in this communion. She stands shakily, resting herself on the blade, and looks at the rhino eye to eye. I need a question of you. A boon. I must find the consumption that made me.
You watch as there is a long pause, and Oliver and Theodore, given that you have a little bit more insight with your feet, you can feel that there is a hesitation here. Finally, the Earthen Rhino simply says, the consumer, the all-devouring, is not a topic that is allowed to be discussed by those who are not of her blessing. I was created from her children, but I am not of them. I do not have the answers you seek. Only the wild ones truly know of it. We know that it is a great hunger. A hunger so great that even the maw could not compete. We know it consumed their gods, he says, looking to the gnoll corpse that is slowly disintegrating. We know that if it rises again, it will continue to consume.
She listens and nods. I do not plan to resurrect such a thing. I only demand to know where it is and where it's worshipped. Yeah, or I only demand to build it a cathedral. For my kind have no gods. And abandoned flowers need a field, yes? I miss my friends. I miss salvation and damnation held hand in hand together. Please, I only wish to know where to go next. For your life, I think that is a fair trade.
He simply looks up. And as he looks up, he is contemplating. You can kind of get that sensation. But then he lets out a big huff. Just... Beware the black trees, or so I was told. My task as the earth tender was to stomp them out should I see one grow. The black trees are its tendrils, desperately seeking to escape. That is all I know. If you wish to know more, you would need to go where the wild ones gather, where they are blessed amongst their mother. I am not allowed there. My duties lie with the Pride Lands.
I see.
Mhm.
Thank you.
He then looks...
Tobias isn't understanding any of this, yeah?
Yeah,
No,
Tobias,
no
unfortunately,
understanding
no.
here.
Okay.
but this will definitely get leaked out between Theodore and Oliver.
Well, scratch that thought process I was having.
Sorry, I'm violently puking still into a vat full of what used to
There
be
is that
mostly
too.
blood.
Yep.
As you seem want to do.
The rhino, however, turns to you, Oliver. She has slept long enough. It is time I wake her. She and I have much work to do.
Can you wake him?
I can. It is a blessing that the four of us can revive and restore each other. That is why we were kept apart. The great lion bade us to guard his lands, and so we have. I tend its earth, the grass that begins the cycle. She guards the final stage of the cycle. The great rainmaker, the great salmon, as you might know her, has blessed one of her offspring to be the guardian of that which grows, the start of the cycle. And finally, the peak of the cycle being the flame antelope is the height of the cycle. I sense that she has been freed, though at no small cost to her and the one who did so. Salmon, I fear, has fled these lands, the waters too tainted for her children. The three of us shall have to make amends for that, but it will take time, and I need her, and he gestures to the egg, awake to do so.
And I'll entrust her to you. And Oliver will approach and just lay it at his feet.
As you lay it at his feet, he just bends his head down. Awaken, dear sister. You have slept long enough. And he taps the egg with his horn. And as he does, you watch as the egg begins to crack and creak, and you watch as chips of it begin flying off in all directions. And a phoenix, made of ash and mist and dust, no bigger than about the size of a chicken, honestly. It's a very small bird right now. Emerges,
The cock.
and as she does, her wings unfold, and she flexes. She then smiles, or seems to be happy, as her eyes light up with this purplish flame. And she turns to look at all of you. You have all guarded me well, and for that you are blessed. And she fans her wings out. All of you have Blessing of the Ash Phoenix.
And
When
what does that do?
when you fall to 0 hit points, you instead fall to 1.
Ooh, nice. We get to live like cockroaches.
Are you calling half-orcs cockroaches? Damn.
Yes.
I mean, in 40k they're fungus, so just a thought.
Wow.
Is this like a once per day thing?
No, this is just a once and done. So once,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a blessing that stays until it is used, and then it goes away.
Once and done.
Hey.
I have added to the character sheet.
Theodore, as you're violently sick into the blood, the rhino walks up behind you and pokes you with his horn, and you are no longer poisoned.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I'm gonna keep spitting until everything's out of my mouth, though.
Yep. And
Yep.
as you do so, the Earthen Rhino just nods. You are most welcome. Tip the vat over, if you would be so kind.
That's absolutely disgusting. Sure. I use my foot to, like, kick it over.
As you kick it over, it begins to sink and stain the ground. But you watch as it fades away, and it does indeed fade away, small mushrooms and lichen and plant life begin to appear wherever the blood touched.
This is from your sandwiches.
As the rhino flexes his great neck again, Krum Tedlo, and you feel the earth violently shake as you can hear cave-ins happening all around you. And you get the feeling that whatever was in here is not here anymore.
Oh. Sandwiches are holy.
However, the Earthen Rhino looks to you. Your way forward and back is now free of hassles and traps. I have created and left the tunnel for you to leave. However, take the unfortunate one with you. She lies up there, he says as he lifts his his horn to the ledge.
Fortunate one.
You will know her when you see her. She is one half of the duo that has done this damage. But much like the other, he says, glancing towards where Marv has been staying back, quiet and
around the corner.
yeah, just not trying to bring attention to himself.
Yeah.
She has been lied to even more. Promised that her art, as she saw it, her ability to change things, would be granted proper respects. She was lied to. Unfortunate though her alliance may be, I cannot condemn her to death for being duped.
We understand.
He then nods and looks to the Ash Phoenix. Come, sister. It is time we set the Pridelands to rights. She flutters up onto his back, and as he moves, you realize he's not actually lifting his feet. He is instead just surging through the ground as if it's nothing. Very much like Toph, just surging through the ground as if it's, liquid. However, there is now a set of stairs leading up to this platform again.
I guess
In this time, I would like to, after the stairs appear, Tobias, I will explain everything.
Oh.
And she's going to, best she can, translate everything for Tobias.
Oliver will fill in gaps if she notices anything.
Very well.
But what I am going to say Priscilla's going to leave out is a lot of her sadness, a lot of her breakdown.
Fair enough.
You are a sad bitch.
Yep. She leaves that out. But you've seen actual praying and stuff, so yeah.
I think I might know where they're referring to. This is actually one of my goals to reach there as well.
Then it seems we may travel together longer.
Theodore, are you okay?
Little pukey. Doing better. I got some dribbles still. Also have really bad indigestion with nothing in there.
Maybe eat a
You were touched
got
by
any
the
water?
divine and healed.
Even without the filling, some just plain bread would probably do you.
Okay. I'm just gonna, like, chug water.
That you can do.
Violently chug water with some bread.
Like- Fair enough. And that you are more than welcome to do.
Is
Water,
that a
bread.
sandwich?
Water,
When you
bread.
put water between bread?
Oh, no. Sandwich is much more heavenly, but I still... My insides still stink.
So it's not a curative.
My insides still stink. That's
I don't want to waste the beauty of a sandwich on this body right now.
Oh, I understand. We shall conduct the proper rituals when we get back to camp.
I love it. It's great.
I will say, though Theodore's sandwich behaviors and love of them is ritualistic to an extent, I don't think it has a religious intent behind it.
You've
Oh,
never
it's
had a
never too
sandwich as
late.
good.
Who knows, Theodore? There may be a god for you yet. Just like there may be a god for me.
God.
Happy endings for everyone. Yes.
Theodore, the religious paladin or the religious ranger of sandwiches.
What do you
Fact,
worship?
actually-
Bread.
She's going to use her background feature. You have a large knowledge of various religious rites and traditions, with intimate knowledge of many beliefs, though you do not have a god of your own. So what she's going to do is rattle off all the various food-related rituals
Fair enough.
as they're like walking around, changing the subject from her own weakness again.
So we're looking for the girl.
Yes. The pathway seems to be a little obvious as he created stairs up to the platform you were just at.
Yeah.
And in that room, you can see that there is a set of shelves, wooden shelves that just, I don't know, it's a little weird to have them there considering there's nothing on them. There's also a locked chest up here.
Tobias, can you unlock that?
I can take a look. Can I inspect the traps first?
Can I inspect the traps first? Yes, you can roll an investigation check to see if there are traps.
Okay.
Dang it, I don't... Oh, I do have thieves' tools, right?
You should.
Yeah, I have a herbalism kit and thieves' tools.
Yes. So with a 25, you do not see any traps.
Alright. I will now roll Thieves' Tools to unlock it, if that is okay.
You can do so with advantage, because Oliver can help you.
Oh yeah, I'll help.
I'm going to sanctify the rites. I don't know what rituals of unlocking I know, but she's saying a few prayers to them.
It feels strange for someone to be nice.
Sorry.
But
I kind of... I'm sorry, but since Priscilla was talking about like food-related shit, I remembered that the oldest recipe we have is actually a hymn to a beer goddess.
Oh god, yeah, I think I vaguely remember that, yeah. I think I've read something to that effect.
there you go.
It's just like the earliest form of like representational art is like a lion dude. You know, so furries are the oldest form of representational art. I love that shit.
That's awesome.
There you go. But as you open the chest, you do find some items in here.
Okay.
The first of which is a stone music token. It is done up in the colors of the Beastmen, which is not unusual here. Tobias or anyone who has Arcana trained may roll an Arcana check here.
I leave it in your capable hands.
I would like some help.
I can help.
Yeah, or yeah.
Okay. With advantage there, Mr. Exile. Or, well, Tyrador can also roll. That's fine, too.
I mean,
Um,
no, just assume I'm helping. This is just how effective I'm helping. That's totally
enough.
how helping works. Ignore me.
So do I get to roll a second time?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a second time.
20. Better.
So you realize that this is a music of cure wounds.
Oh.
Being that it is a stone music, means that you may cast it a certain number of times. I need to pull up my little cheat sheet real quick for the muge. Here we go.
Cheating.
So you may use cure wounds 5 times. This is a 3rd level cure wounds.
This is actually quite useful. It will allow us to cast the Cure Wound spell 3 times.
5 times.
5 times at 3rd level.
Ooh.
A boon indeed.
Useful.
But I cannot use such a coin. Just motions to the others.
I don't know if I can use music
So
while I'm a bear.
No, not while you're a bear.
This is Oliver saying this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. She's just like.
Don't think
With my-
I have access to music either, given the backstory.
Pause. I
Correct.
wouldn't be able to hold it. I might just end up crushing it with my teeth.
Well, the next time you shift back, it should just go wherever the other things go.
True.
So let us pass it to you then.
I mean, if one of the two of you want to be able to heal,
Yeah, I can do it.
I'm not.
I'm usually throwing things anyways.
Why not spells?
Wait, is this a touch spell or a throw spell?
It's a
It's a
touch.
touch spell, I think.
Touch
Yeah.
spell.
Oh,
Sure
never
would.
mind.
I-
Don't give it to me. It's absolutely useless.
Am I capable of?
Yeah.
Or no?
So the only person in the party right now who cannot use music at all is Priscilla.
Okay.
Oh,
I could totally do
no.
Maybe Marv.
No, scratch that. Gobsy is not either.
Oh yeah, Gobsy's.
Oh, okay.
Gobsy's an abomination.
I could.
Damn. Shots fired.
I could keep it for myself. I'm rather nimble and can move around the battlefield quickly.
I'm happy with that.
The other things that are in here are they are. It's not. It's coin. They are gold coins, but there's no stamp or like image to them. They're more like little golden discs. Oliver, you would know that gold has started to become a trading resource in the rest of the Wildlands, mostly an adaptation from the Nest and from the Free Skies Republic and even the Kingdom of Grain and Rice. But the wider Wildlands are slow to adopt it. Still, it is able to be traded for goods. Though mostly you're looking for bigger cities or settlements for that. Which, while there's not many cities in the Wildlands, bigger settlements are a more common feature. There's about 50 in this particular case. The last thing in here, though, is a pack. This particular pack appears to contain many different things. It contains
A pack of mysterious multitudes?
No, it contains some rope. There's a hunting trap on it. You can see that there is a bedroll, a mess kit. There's a net in here. There's even a shield attached to it. Behind the chest, you can actually, now that you're looking a little closer, you can see that there's like a walking staff and a spear. There's also these very strange looking spheres. You have no idea what they're for. But they appear to be, little spherical objects.
Anyone here have any idea what these are?
I have no idea. Unless I would. History?
All of you can roll a history. Sure, I'll allow.
I'll roll it, even though I'm the one who asked.
I'm the worst person to ask for.
You have a negative one.
Yeah, I do.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not right.
To be
Your
fair, I will say that Tyrdor and Exile have disadvantage on this particular check because they are not from the Wildlands themselves.
17 then.
Oliver, you have some knowledge of these. You know that they are connected to summoning creatures of some description. You're not quite sure how. You're also not quite sure how they are utilized. Tobias, you have heard rumors of a type of adventurer who can summon up creatures to their aid somehow. They are called many things in the Sovereignty, though it is not a common magic or practice in the Sovereignty. In fact, it's actually not practiced at all for the most part. They're called monster tamers or beast tamers or creature trainers. You're not sure.
My god.
The data is kind of all over there. Priscilla, you definitely know that these are vessels that belong to a tamer. A tamer is a special kind of...
We found Pokeballs.
We found fucking Pokeballs, dude.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, so I was typing that up.
Yep. So Priscilla, aside from the last particular one, but Priscilla does give us a little bit of a consultation on what these are. And you realize that there is a name inscribed on this backpack. It reads, May the Kind.
That sounds an awful lot like enslavement. I don't want anything to do with those. You three can decide what to do between the three of you.
Sometimes there's implications, so others it's mutually beneficial.
That seems to be someone's belongings.
Well,
Perhaps maybe
someone
this
the
other
next town.
person.
I pick him up and I put him in my bag.
Tyrdor being the practical person.
That's awesome.
It's someone else's trash to deal with.
Who has the highest passive perception?
Oh, that's not me.
16.
That's by far not me.
I have a 14 now.
Where is passive perception?
It's underneath all of your skills
Oh, I'm even.
at a 10.
Yeah.
Same.
Oliver, you realize that these shelves are able to be moved.
Theodore, could you, break these shelves?
Oh,
Why?
Is there anything on the shelves before I kick them?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a leg sweep down and try to break them all.
Axe kick.
Are we just engaging in wanton violence now?
As you axe kick, you can see that there behind the shelves is a door, made of mostly stone with a keyhole.
See?
Oh, I'm glad I can't kick this.
Keyhole.
Did anyone find a key?
I found no key.
But
Don't make
you
me
all
kick
do
this.
have these tools, or at least two of
Tobias,
you
Well,
have
you
these
want
depending
tools.
on
to tag team again?
Depending on the construction of the lock, it should be easy enough.
Tobias, did you
Can I
want to tag
inspect the
team
doors
the
with
lock?
traps first?
Sure. Investigation check.
Yeah, I don't have these tools. I got something to lock someone up with, but I don't have thieves' tools.
You do not see any traps.
Always good to double check. Alright. And then we're tag teaming it, so
Yep.
just a 14.
14 it is.
Click. And as you do, you feel the door start to give way until you realize it's folding in on itself, and it folds until just the keyhole, which you realize is actually metal painted to look like stone, is all that's left, and there's now a gaping like path in front of you.
Oh.
You don't see that every day. Magic.
Nope.
Magic. I mean, you
Thought
know.
you should kick the shelf.
Mute. The world is full of it.
I'm gonna take a step in.
Oliver, you see a unconscious felinoid laying down near a skeleton of some description. And it looks like this felinoid is still breathing, though she does not look good.
I look back. She might need some first aid, and I'll walk over.
Good thing one of us has found some coin.
What?
The music coin.
I thought you meant the gold coins.
Nope.
She does not.
Starts throwing coins at
I just put the coins on her.
Can I
she'll be
ask, does
fine.
she appear to need a cure wounds?
No, she does
It
not
wakes
appear
up
to
any
need a
person
cure
napping.
wounds, but she does appear to be mostly dehydrated and also probably starving. She is very skinny.
We must.
She needs water urgently and a small meal. Preferably something simple and easy. So not a sandwich.
Oh,
Something more like broth or soup.
well, good luck finding any of that.
Oh, I know.
I mean, you could try to, once you're outside, there's plenty of bones to make bone broth if you really want to go crazy.
Absolutely not. Nope. Nope.
Just
Bone
saying.
broth is
I
actually
just
fucking
head up to the
delicious.
person and I just cast Cure Wounds.
All
It
right.
was already established that that's not what was needed.
I do it anyways. No.
All right, fair enough. But you are able to carry her out, and get out of this accursed place.
This is a strange creature.
hmm.
It has fur. It's. It looks like it wouldn't want to be wet.
As you remove her out of the cave system and arrive back into the light of, the gray of the day, you do actually notice something interesting. Around the cave mouth, you can see where the ash wolves kind of dusted and died. You can see plants very slowly starting to peek through the ashes, as it does seem that for the first time in however long, the Pride Lands are starting to come back to life. And with that, we will end today's session. I would like.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
I just want to say, as like we're walking outside, Oliver is fucking beaming. Oliver is grinning the most she's ever grinned in her entire life.
Happy owl face.
You look happy. You met your god. Or at least some of them.
I don't think I've met my god, but I've definitely served some kind of a purpose. Something good.
What kind of good? The egg?
Life.
Yeah. I suppose that is worth treasuring. I couldn't imagine somebody wanting to do otherwise.
Oliver, just bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, looks over at Teodor and Tobias and just says, "We did something good."
Yes. Let's try to do it again.
We even
mean,
saved the third one.
Can I not puke next time, please? Or be poisoned?
That we will try to avoid.
I
God.
think
That
we'll do our
smelled
best.
horrible.
It
The
wasn't great.
whole room was a nightmare.
It wasn't great, but it smells nice out here. It smells like flowers.
Oh, it's so nice.
I
Getting better.
noticed no difference.
Yeah, it is pretty
Yes.
desolate
Well,
out here.
you always smell like flowers, but
As you guys leave the cave, the earth shakes violently again, and you watch as the cave collapses in on itself. Very Cave of
Seems about
Wonders
right.
type of thing.
good timing.
Oh, it's just a cave episode. I get it.
You do notice though that on the mound where the cave used to be, you can see that there are remnants of an old culture. Very specifically, let me see here. Need to check. You can see that there's an old knoll camp of some kind. You're not sure who it used to belong to. You're not sure what changed. But you are able to see that there is what used to be probably a large village, all things being equal. And you realize that your journey took you to the land of the former home of the Bone Laughers. And you realize now that the tunnels collapsing and the various changes in topography were drastic when the Rhino changed. You didn't even pass by Marv's old workshop when you traveled. But it seems that the Bone Laugher clan of Knolls is no more, as they fell and became the others, just like the other lost tribe. However some of you might feel about that. But that is definitely the end of today's session. And I would like to thank you, our amazing viewers, for watching today. Thank you all so very much for coming, and thank you all for joining us on this particular surgery. Of course, I am just your humble DM, and I could not do this without my fantastic cast of characters who were here today. So, in no particular order, we have Mr. Exile playing Professor Tobias, our Harengon
Hello.
archivist.
I was getting sketchy.
Just a little. We then, of course, have my brother David playing Oliver, our wild druid.
Fucking plants! Look at that plant over there! Look at, there's a fucking plant over there! Fuck yeah!
Plants.
Fucking
Prophet
plants! Yes! This is my shit!
Has approved of me.
We have the ever lovely Callie Cat playing Priscilla, our green one, Oath of the Green Paladin.
And all will be okay. You have found your god, and I shall find mine.
And last,
And everyone will celebrate once more.
party time. And last,
The
but
I don't
ominous-
like that noise you made.
and last but certainly not least is Mr. Matt returning to us. Hooray! As Teardor, our sandwich-loving hunter ranger minotaur.
If I didn't have indigestion right now, I'd make a sandwich. But I'm dying and it's midnight and I want to sleep.
There you go. And of course, I have been your humble head surgeon for this particular operation today, your King of the Wilds, Dr. John Wolfenstein. And we will see you next time here in the Wildlands